Cześć, dzień dobry, witajcie moi kochani w dzisiejszym odcineczku numer 2 z serii Hogwarts Legacy. Dzisiaj trzeba znaleźć swój pokój wspólny, jak w nim ciągle już jestem. Dzisiaj zaczynamy w mojej sypialni. I rozejrzmy się tutaj, może coś tu jest, jakieś lustro? Nic nie mówi. O właśnie, Revelio, czy jest tutaj coś do podniesienia? Nie, chyba nic nie ma. Dobrze, udajmy się do pokoju wspólnego i lecimy dalej z fabułą. Ogólnie planuję, wbrew opinii mojego brata, przejść na początku całą grę, a potem zająć się misjami pobocznymi, a nie, że mieszać wam poboczne i główne, gdyż seria by się przedłużyła, a dla tych, co chcą poznać główną fabułę, to by było bez sensu. A, pokój wspólny Slytherinu, nigdy w nim nie byłem. Ślizgoni mają wodę? Pewnie dlatego, że węże lubią wodę. A, ale to jest na sypialnię. Dobra, pójdźmy od dupy strony, od tyłka strony do nich. A, zapomniałem. Revelio! Tak każdy razem, gdy używa zaklęcia, jak mówił go. Headshot! O kurde, da się ich strzelać. Revelio. Nie wiem, czy mogę coś tu zrobić. Ogólnie sprawdziłem na nagraniu i dźwięk nie jest za głośny, więc może tak zostać jak jest. Kliknąłem F. A, to będzie grać. Lumos! Dobra, to lecimy od razu. Fabuła! Przestawmy się. Imeldzie, Onisowi i Sebastianowi. Idziemy do... You spin me like... No, dobra. Sebastian Swallow.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow.
Tak.
Slytherin.
Cześć.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's, who merely joined us for the ride.
Sławnym się stał.
Impressive.
No.
Dreadful way to go, poor fellow.
Professor Fig and I were...
Indeed.
Przepraszam, pominąłem, bo tutaj myszką da się pomijać.
Didn't mean to press.
Sorry.
You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Dobrze, porozmawiajmy później. Co czytasz?
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly.
Ja wiem,
what I
czego on
was looking
szuka,
for.
ale nie
I'm sure
despoilerować.
you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our...
Of course. Exactly. Co masz na myśli?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at
Nie,
Hogwarts?
czarna magia.
Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Good luck. Dobrze, małe cięcie, muszę coś ustawić. A, ja streamuję zamiast nagrywać. Cześć kochani, witajcie. Co ja się zrobił? Puściłem streama. Zamiast... Zamiast nagrywać. Dobrze, ogólnie to... Ja to zmontuję. Ale dobrze, musimy pożegnać się z ray tracingiem. Bo on laguje grę strasznie. Znaczy, nie wiem czemu, ale Hogwarts ma swoje problemy życiowe. I tak jest ładny. Więc ja cię, nie ma tak. Ja muszę teraz z tego streama włączyć i pobrać zapis, co nie?
Ugh, not going to move
Yeah,
there,
please
are
make up.
you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oj, koń zwalony.
Told
Szachmat.
you.
Imelda, a ty jesteś babą.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are
Oj, ona nie wie jaki
legendary.
to udojewany smok.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one
Ale
of
ma
these days
ego.
I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Nikt nie ma smart
Do
głowy.
you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Bywaj
Goodbye,
więc.
Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Żegnaj. Obnis. Okej. Zanim z nim porozmawiamy, to cięcie. Muszę tego pobrać, to coś. Dobrze. Let's talk with him. Omnis. Jak on miał?
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids
Doubt.
find us that interesting. Ah,
Ślepy.
based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Omnis
Nice to meet
Count.
you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of
O,
Hogwarts.
już.
Not something I'm especially proud of.
O, nie jest dumny,
He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Ich trollują.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Well, nice to
Pleasure
meet
is all
you.
mine. Don't be a stranger.
I'm never talk to you again.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Już pędzę. Przy schodach. Wesley! Bum, bum. Revelio! O, to się jebło. A ta gra chodzi płynniej bez ray tracingu. O wiele. Trochę stracicie na jakości, ale będzie dla was płynnie, bo ja miałem płynnie, ale nagrywka nie wiem. Znaczy w sumie
Good morning.
Hogwarts jest
I trust
popsuty.
you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts.
No logiczne.
Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
Oczywiście, damy radę.
Especially as you'll be expected to complete
Dumy?
OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here.
Mhm.
After
Ty byś
much
mu golem.
discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to it.
Już jak pominąłem. O!
Here you are.
Książka! Już mi kartki spierdzieliły.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Książka z ujebanymi kartkami. Tak ją nazwijmy.
Exceptionally valuable resource.
I schował ją pod pachę. I znikła.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Dobrze, pani szpiegu.
This way.
O, skrzynia domu. Open the door! Lumos! Revelio! Okej, nic nie dało. Czemu nie aktywowało mi się to?
Guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Halo? Nie odblokowałem teleportacji strzelą. Chyba nie mogę nic tu robić.
Revelio.
Revelio! Prowadź! Prowadź, proszę pani. Już 10 minut nagrywania, a prawie nic nie zrobiliśmy.
To practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Dobrze,
Do
pokaż
keep
mi.
up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Rebelio! A, potwór Loch Ness. Otwórz przewodnik. Podnieśli twoje postępy w wyzwaniach. Strony przewodnika. I dostaliśmy nagrodę. Okulary. Czekaj, ja to zrobić muszę akcję.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes
A,
open for more
chciałem
opportunities
skrzynkę
like that,
poszukać.
inside and outside of the castle.
No wiesz ty co? Bus. Ale mam wielką głowę. Cienie są w miarę nawet naturalne, nawet jeśli nie ma.
Revelio.
Revelia. Okej, skrzynka przed nami. 2 punkty teleportacji też. Revelio. Szukamy wszystkiego. Open the chest, bitch.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Blue? Czemu nie?
Your field
Fiu!
guide contains a map of the
Flames.
castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Pokaż. Centralna hala. A, oni mi to i tak sugerują. Dobra, chyba trafiliśmy. Jak sądzicie, trafiłem? Nie trafiłem.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Dobrze, prowadź mnie.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle
Lumos.
quickly from Central Hall.
Rebelio!
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive.
Są zagadki.
Our King's Cross Station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Dobra,
What will I learn
porozmawiamy.
in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes.
Dobrze.
All.
Next.
I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's
Dobra, dzięki za info.
Can you tell me more about the defense against?
No,
Defense against the dark arts as the
nuda.
master. Fortunately,
Nie chcę być Aurorem. Dobra,
You
Hogsmeade.
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
O tak, piwo. O,
Thank you.
dobrze,
Professor.
ona wie co lubię.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up
Yeah.
to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Nie, powiemy jej.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
Oczywiście w jednym
Perfectly got
kawałku.
boats and carriages to Hogwarts,
Ta syrena
and
tlała
you
tak
chose to
oczy
fly
wyrzeźbiona
in the
dziwnie.
path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye, bitch.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable
To
to
mnie
you.
wypisuje.
And
O,
invaluable
Judy.
to me, as
Potem
I'll be using
odpiszę.
it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Dobrze. Hogsmeade raczej będzie w trzecim odcinku. Ale lecimy dalej.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now.
Wygląda jak mój
We
dziadek
don't
w
know
ogóle.
where this
Ten
path we've
profesor.
embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged.
Understood,
O,
Professor.
dziadek pominąłem.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess
kartka z
obliges
tyłu
you to be
zapierdziela.
well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide
O,
you.
ale tam lata z tyłu.
Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Aha. Akio Levioso. Oczywiście, że jestem Akio, żeby przeczytać karteczki.
The map is enchanted.
This will be incredibly helpful.
No, dziękuję.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead. What with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies.
Różdżkę.
You'll enjoy
Ogólnie
Mr.
mogę
Ollivander.
pokazać
He's an
różdżkę
exceptional
najlepszą w
craftsman and a
grze.
good friend.
W sensie, no
I'm sure
mam
I have more
to, no,
information about
ze
our
strony
mysterious
Hogwarts
lock.
tej gry.
For now, focus
Z tego
on the
Wizard
courses
coś
and
tam.
pay attention.
Sobie ogarnąłem
Your
na moje
knowledge
główne
on magic you are
konto
able to master within these walls.
tą różdżkę, jak ona miała. Smoczą? Feniksią? Nie pamiętam. Najlepszą po prostu, jaka jest. Kompas prowadź. On mnie prowadzi tam, a ja chcę tędy. Fuck. Tutaj. Się kłóci. O nie, ten przyjeb! Rura! Uciekamy! Dobra, pokażę wam go w sumie. Gdzie ty jesteś? Gdzie on jest? Słyszałem go tu. No trudno. Właśnie, pokażę wam potem salę Makłowicza, bo mam tego moda, że mam na obrazach Makłowicza w jednym miejscu. Ale walicie bolidami! A tu jest pięknie. Wow. Piu! Wieże alchemicznej będą te obrazy chyba. Kotek, powiedz, że muszę pogłaskać. Błyszczymy każdego możliwego kota. Co tam się dzieje?
Revelio.
Ja mam na dole czy na górze? Na górze. A tu co jest? O, kibel. O, bimbrownia.
Revelio.
Lustereczko, lustereczko. Tak, Mike. Dobrze. Wiem, że powinienem iść od razu do celu. Ale brakuje co teraz do klasy profesora Figa, co nie? To się nie mieli szybciej tepnąć. Ale ładne. Myślę, że oni graficy musieli się nad tym grą napracować, naprawdę. O, on będzie miał coś.
Revelio.
A, trzeba chyba podpalić albo lewiosa.
Remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Okej. Let it go.
Here, behind you.
O, za co będę
There's an
siedział?
open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Ja pierdzielę. Co za cygan.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
O tym.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Specjalnie tak robią?
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands.
A,
Only
Akio,
one
no
will be
tak.
needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
O, od razu się uczyć. Let's go. Ale proste. Akio, to jest tylko... Zium.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you
krótko.
all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
On musi mieć twardą brodę. I teraz to się kończy odcinek. Lecimy dalej, ale skończmy tego kłeścika. Kurczę, początki zawsze są najgorsze. Legacji. Ogólnie ta gra... Nie wiem, czy ja mieć godzinnego formatu odcinków.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
O.
So, what better than a bit of sport?
Nie! Ja wiem, co to jest.
Right?
Kulki.
So why don't we have our new
Skończymy grą w
start us off?
kulki. O Jezus. W którym momencie to się puszczało, żeby było idealnie.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and very good.
Jak przerywać Akio?
Don't lose your composure.
Aha.
Think of this like gobstones, if you will.
A, jeszcze nie walczę. To mam czas. Czyli czwórką się przerywa.
Control there.
A spróbujmy pod jakimś lekkim kątem.
That's it.
Trochę później. Dobra.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. Well,
Co?
there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Pora na walkę?
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Of course, I will destroy your... Gdzie tutaj? Już mi stąd! Ruszaj dupę! O jebaniutka.
That is how it's done.
Na ci pokażę, która golda.
Very good.
Let's do it! Ona jest za dobra, czy mi się wydaje?
There we go.
Oh man, let's go. Wejdzie?
Nicely done.
Oh man! Spiernicz to, spiernicz to! Okej, mogę ją opierdzielić. Dobra, mam pomysł. Szalony, ale mam pomysł.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Let's do it! You dead.
Let us make this a bit more interesting.
No nie, runda druga. O, no. Teraz musimy
I
wyliczyć.
think we are well past interesting at this point.
Oh fuck.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Fajne witraże. No i co mam patrzeć, jak zjebałaś?
That is how it's done.
No nie! Zabrakło. To będzie remis.
Let us see this.
Chyba, że ona popsuje robotę. Oj nie.
There we go.
Nie zaśmiecajmy, zróbmy dwa kosem. Za późno, za późno, za późno. A! Jest!
Brilliant.
Będzie chyba remis. Chyba, że mi się tutaj nie uda.
Misha.
Popsuj, popsuj. O. Ej, mogę ją ograć. Czajmy moment. Chyba weszło, chyba weszło.
Excellent control there.
Fuck! We win again! Ha 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 ha.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
I tym akcentem prawdopodobnie będziemy kończyć ten odcinek, moi drodzy. Jeszcze zobaczmy, ale myślę, że to już będzie koniec odcineczka. Więc dzisiaj odkryliśmy zaklęcie Accio.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you.
No,
Weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda
A,
and
z
were
Ugandy
halfway
są.
around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding
O
school in
kurde,
the
większa
world.
niż Hogwart.
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like
Wow,
home.
tego nie wiedziałem.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the
Jeju,
mountains.
chciałem się tam znaleźć.
I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Wow.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
O.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts.
O, dobrze się
I think
cieszysz.
Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Dobra, jeszcze z nim porozmawiamy i kończymy odcinek. Bo muszę go jeszcze wyrenderować i od razu przerzucić. Ta jest ładna, co z tą pogadać. No ej! Ignorantka.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss
Był dobry.
Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
O.
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okej. Jak spojrzycie w ogóle... Kończymy odcinek na tym, ale zobaczcie to. Patrzcie to. Lumos Maxima. De primo accio pero i muku. To są wszystkie zaklęcia. Ridiculous. Ritumulo kendo terra avis colo. O kurde. Petrificus totalos. Protego forbil nox. Lumox. Rictus sempra. Allo homora. To znam. Ej, naprawdę grubo. Presy są niesamowicie bardziej czytelne. Typify. Wow. Guardian Leviosa. O, Diffindo. Bombarda, brzmi fajnie. Dobrze, to było na tyle, moi kochani. Do zobaczenia w następnym odcineczku, w którym ruszymy po kolejny questik głównego wątku. Tutaj już nic nie ma. Jest kartka. Gdzieś pewnie, ale trudno. Do zobaczenia zatem w innym odcineczku. See you later.